Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurasikin Binti Abdul Razak. I am taking Electronic Computer Information Engineering at IIUM, International Islamic University Malaysia. Today, I would like to explain and discuss about my final year project, which is detection of crime messengers in news or text. Basically, this project focuses on social media like Twitter. First, we will discuss about the objectives of this project. First, to develop an algorithm that detects crime messengers in news. Second, to implement detection algorithm on social media such as Facebook, WhatsApp, or Twitter. The last one, evaluate the accuracy of detection rate. Next is problem statement. The presence of social media platforms such as Twitter, Facebook, and WhatsApp provide a quicker way to build a social network with others. The user able to upload and download any photos or videos through this platform. The graph shows that the increment of number users from 2017 to 2021. It shows that they have a 22.7 million in 2017. And it increased to 26.1 million in 2021. However, social media applications require user privacy information to access it. Hence, this research intends to solve the problem in detecting the presence or emergence of crime text signal in media social. The nature of word of phrases used in the message could be classified according to the taxonomy. Next is methodology. In this project, we categorize the methodology techniques into 5 parts. First is dataset, second is hardware and software components, the third one is the pre-processing text, the fourth one is model, and the last one is evaluation criteria. So here, the first one is dataset. In dataset, we categorize it into 3 steps, which is collecting data. Next is filtering data, and the last one is sampling data. For the collecting data process, we need to have a authorized token from Twitter. We collect the token from Twitter, which is a consumer key and consumer secret key. Next, from these keys, we can generate it every time when we want to access the data from Twitter. So it's like Twitter acknowledge us to have their data for this project. Then we go to the step 3, which is we process the data from the Twitter into a data frame. So here the data accessed from the Twitter all stored in a data frame. Next, after we collect the data, we need to filter it because the data in the Twitter have a noisy data. Noisy data means that they have a grammatic error, numbers, punctuation, and many more. So the first step, we need to convert the data frame into a lower form. The second one, we need to remove a HTTP links, text, emojis, links, and so on. The third one, we need to remove a numbers. And the last one, we need to remove a punctuation like question mark, hashtag, slash, and so on. So for this step, we can have a clean data compared to the previous data. Next, we will sample the data. We sample data by using a sentiment analysis. This sentiment analysis categorizes our text into 3 parts, which is positive, neutral, and negative. So from the positive part, it categorizes the text which represent the positive character and positive verbs. The second one is neutral. Neutral means that the text content have a neutral character and verb. And the third one is negative. Negative means that the text have a negative verb. For example, crime, blood, and many more. So from the collected data, we categorize this data and categorize it to small amount as a negative one. So from the negative one, we analyze it into a model. Next is embedding and padding layer. For the vector, we arrange the word according to the weight of the vector. For example, Japan next to the Tokyo. This is because Japan is a country and the Tokyo is a city of the Japan. So we arrange it side by side. After we use an embedding layer, we go to padding layer. Padding layer means that we notice the text is not in a same matrix size. This is because the text have a short and long in a data frame. So we insert the zero value for a padding to have a same size. Next, the fourth one is a convolutional neural network model. In this model, we have a three types, which is input, hidden layers, and output layers. For the hidden input layers, we insert the data that from a previous pre-processing methodology, and then we go to the hidden layers. This hidden layers is a series of fully connected layers. Each output dimension depends on each input dimension. It gives the output as a prediction from the model. For example, like layer 1 will say I like, so the layer 2 will give the prediction from the I like, which means I like you, I like me, I like Abu, or I like Ali. That's how the convolutional neural network works, and this prediction can be integrated into an output layer, which is we use a sigmoid function. Now we are the last methodology, which is evaluation criteria. In machine learning, we are not focusing only on the result. We need to evaluate our result. Is it our prediction is correct? How much the data loss, and many more. For the first, we use a train and fitting model. In this model, we have a three type of parameter, which is loss function, accuracy, and optimizer. Loss function will estimate the loss that we have in the model, and the second one is we can predict the accuracy of our prediction, and the third one is we need to have a adjustment prediction for our model. And the next is a fit function. The fit function is the function that can iterate our process to have a validation data. And the last one is plot. In plot, we can see how correlation our graph is. Now I will present about a result in my project. For the collecting data, I able to collect about 3,000 raw data from Twitter in 10 top newspaper account in the world. So from this account, I can collect the content like source of the name, URL, the text, and many more. From this collected data, I go to the filtering data to remove the raw data. So it come out with a clean data, and I go to the third step, which is sampling data. From the sampling data, I observe they have three possible characteristics, and I got 562 negative text compared to the rest. So from this one, I analyze the negative data into a pre-processing text. The fourth step is pre-processing data. In this project, I got 2,335 unique tokens among the negative text, and from this token, I go to the tokenization process to get the T by D metric in this project. Last but not least, convolutional neural network model give us a two type of result, which is accuracy loss and accuracy. We got a 66.67 accuracy for a loss and 78.49 accuracy. This means that the low error with a low data. So we achieve the objective. We can detect the crime, but our limitation is that we have a small amount of data. So in future, we are predicting to have more data. In conclusion, the first objective has been achieved by collecting the raw data from a Twitter by using a Twitter API, filtering, and sampling data. The next objective has been achieved by designing the convolutional neural network model by using hidden layers and functions. 4. Evaluate the criteria. The third one has been achieved by validate the accuracy of the loss and accuracy percent. Thank you. The end.